Welcome to CI in 5 Reflections, the place where we take a break from our regular CI in 5 episodes to take a look back at the past 5 CI in 5 episodes to see what sorts of themes have surfaced over those episodes. The theme that has surfaced over the last 5 episodes is one that comes up quite often on CI in 5, and that is the theme of joy and continuous improvement. Now in episode 26, Paola Torres talks about how she gets her joy from seeing folks have revelations during continuous improvement.
The most joy I get when people have aha moments, when I'm working with a team and they're all of a sudden there's this like aha moment like, oh, I never thought of it this way, or oh, it never occurred to me that we could have done this. I had one recently and I cherish those moments, and those are also the moments that give you the energy. Somebody recently said something along the lines of like, this was the first time that they did a project in which they truly understood why they were doing what they were doing. That means that I really changed their mindset with that simple exercise, right? That I really changed how they think and how they see the world. So I love that.
That's right, Paola. It's always so satisfying to be able to see folks who are able to grow and see the world in a different way. Now, in episode 27, Pam White shared about how her joy comes from helping people grow in their ability to do their work.
As I was preparing for this discussion with you, I really reflected on why I like continuous improvement. And the reason I like it is I enjoy seeing others develop skill and capability that helps them be better at problem solving work in their own area, and gives them self-efficacy so that they can keep on being better at problem solving. And when I see them find or refine joy in their work, that gives me great satisfaction and joy.
Now that's the word of the day, self-efficacy. The ability for us as continuous improvement practitioners to help people believe in themselves and their ability to do their work. And is there any greater joy that we could have? I don't think so. Now, in episode 28, Madison Mosley talks about how her joy comes from her addiction and asking questions.
I've always classified myself as a lifelong learner. I love reading stuff, hearing stuff, learning stuff, knowing stuff. I would classify myself also as someone that's chronically curious. I'm never afraid to say why and why and why some more. And that keeps me excited about continuous improvement because it's a byproduct of being a lifelong learner. So my excitement also kind of comes naturally, I think.
I love the energy and passion and joy from Madison. She's a great example to all of us as continuous improvement practitioners that there's no problem with asking a question. Now in episode 29, Dr. Heather Johnson talks about how she gets her joy from helping others that no one else believes in.
What brings me greatest joy is I've worked with people who their own organizations gave up on them as a group of people and say they're the worst. You're wasting time dealing with them. And I came in and asked them, what is the issue and what's going on? And everybody had their own idea of what it was. And we did a fishbone. I taught them how to use a fishbone, coached the leader, coached other senior people who stepped up and wanted to learn more. And this team in April, who was at 0% cycle time, went to 100%. And they didn't believe they could do it. But I showed them and help them to believe in themselves. It's like a flower opening up when you work with organizations and leaders and you see them blossom.
Couldn't agree with you more, Heather. When we believe in others and invest our time and energy in them, we will see them grow and blossom into something beautiful. Now, in episode 30, Cecilia Martinez talks about the very same thing, how she gets joy from seeing others grow and develop.
When you're working on projects for continuous improvement, it is not about only, making better the process or the product itself, but it's actually you leave your 2 cents in people. And seeing that growth in people that I have, the people that I have mentored, coach, or instructor in general, help them succeed in their professional endeavors and also in the personal level, that brings me a lot of joy. And then I can step back and I know they will keep going and growing as professionals and as people. So that's my joy.
I love it, Cecilia, and I think you put a good ribbon on today's CI&5 Reflections episode. And summing it all up, joy comes from when we help others. Now, we'll be back again with you next week for our regular CI&5 episode. Until then, we'd love to have you join on this journey of purpose and the LinkedIn group of Live on Purpose. It's a diverse community where we support each other as we uncover and live out our purpose every day. You can find the link to join the group in today's post. And again, until next week in the next episode of CI&5, stay calm and Kaizen.